Hello everybody and welcome back to the Celtic FC 25 career mode. As you can see here, 8 games into the league season, 7 wins, 1 draw, 27 scored, 10 conceded, a decent start to the season, and I tell you what lads, I think we're only going to get better from there. This episode though, both full games will be taking place in the Champions League, which might be a little bit controversial for some people, considering we have not one but 2 Old Firm derbies to play in this episode that I will show you the highlights of. And just to kind of explain the reasons behind that, despite the fact that Rangers are of course our most fierce rival and that they will be our closest competitor in the league, it looks like again, I do feel like that we are getting to a stage, I should say, where we are going to be just running away with the league title. The Champions League, of course, is the ultimate goal of this career mode. If I've said it once, I've said it a million times at this stage, so I really want the main focus to be on that. But don't worry, we'll be playing Rangers plenty of more times this season, and I'll be sure to show you a Old Firm derby in full. But for now, let's get into the highlights of the first one of this episode, which does take place away from home at Ibrox. So lads, this game was interesting. It was interesting. It got off to a great start. Nicholas Kuhn here scoring his very first goal of the league season. That put us 1-0 up. We were absolutely flying in these opening few minutes. I felt really comfortable on the ball. Rangers were getting absolutely nowhere near me, and you could really feel the gulf in class between the two Glasgow teams. Things then started to change a small bit, and Ryan Sessegnon decided to do this. If it will go back a small bit there, picked a bad time to join the replay there. Here we go. Went for the ball, didn't get any of it, and got the man. It's going to skip the penalty for some reason, but we did concede it. Tavernier with the goal, and then Matundo put Rangers 2-1 up in the second half. The weird thing was though, Rangers weren't actually playing that well. They were not playing well at all actually, and somehow took the lead. We did pull one back here though to get an equaliser. Good ball in here by Santos. Maida, no one near him, is able to basically put it into an empty net, and that was 2-2. Look at this for a save by Pullison. I thought offside was going to be given. I think Sessegnon might have played him on. Pullison with a brilliant save, but his first Old Firm derby is going to end in defeat. Our unbeaten run to the season ends. That's not the highlight I meant to show. This is the highlight I meant to show. 3-2. The streak is over. And that means there's a slight change of plan. I can't not play the other Old Firm derby in this episode via highlights. I can't show you via highlights, I should say. I need to show the full game. So we're going to show the highlights of one of the Champions League games and maybe play the other one in full. Hopefully time-wise that might work out. But listen, the next game we are going to play the highlights of, actually which is a Champions League game. Lads, this result has me flustered. You know what, let me look at the calendar and see what we're going to do. But at the moment, I'm just very disappointed. Our first ever loss to Rangers in this career mode. There I go jinxing things again. Fuck's sake. First thing we're going to do before we get into the games that we want to play is we are going to sim this game here against Motherwell. I'll make a few changes. Let's bring in Scales. Let's bring in Valle. Let's bring in McGregor, because why not? Christie maybe for Hatate. Let's bring in Ida and Forrest, because Forrest is actually retiring at the end of the season. So let's try and use him as much as we can before he retires. Let's bring in Palma as well. Why not? That's not what I meant to bloody click on. Oh my god, what a disastrous start to this bloody episode. Jump to result, 3-0 win. Thankfully they fixed that glitch from the last game where if you jump straight to result in a normal sim game that you actually watch, it would just end in a 0-0 draw. But it's a 3-0 win. CM Punk opening up the scoring, Adamida and Palma with the other ones. So at least we follow up a very disappointing loss with a very comprehensive win. I'm taking a bit of a risk here. But with this game against Monaco, a tough team for us to play in the Champions League, I'm going to play the highlights. But I'm going to allow you to watch the highlights with me instead of playing them after the fact. So let's see how we get on. It's our toughest test in the Champions League, other than Liverpool. And we have one more team that I reckon will be Slightly tougher than Monaco, let's just say that, who, you know, are notorious for being the top team in their league, even though they weren't last season in real life, but still, normally they are. But let's see what happens. How many highlights will we get? What chances will we have to defend? We'll have to defend this one first from Balogun. As you can probably tell, lads, I'm still not over the fact that we lost that game against Rangers. I feel like I've let everybody down. I mean, we drew with them last year in our first game against them, and I was gutted. So to lose to them is very disappointing. Furahashi's offside. But we get the next attack. Maida on the ball, who has gone up to a 77, which is good to see. Over to Furuhashi, who's also 77 rated. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I do find with this game, there is a bit of a delay. I think I might have said this on the last episode, or at least on a recent episode. There's a bit of a delay between the action on the game and me pressing the button. It's really annoying. Getting the excuses in if we lose this game as well. But here's Vanderson. Oh, it's a good ball. It's Gill. Why would it not switch player? I was trying to switch to Carter Vickers there, and it wouldn't do it. Oh my god. What is going on? Monaco 1-0 up here against Celtic, and they get the next attack as well. Oh, okay, I gotta up my game here, lads. I tell you what, I haven't drank in the last few weeks, but I feel hungover coming into this episode. I think I got a bit too cocky. And one bad result has thrown me off. My defending there. Oh my goodness me. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm putting Celtic fans through some fucking horrible shit here. They've already had enough to deal with in real life. In the Champions League. Less said about that, the better. This is supposed to be an escape from reality. But if anything, we're having to relive the nightmares. They get another attack here, Monaco. But this is the risk you take when you play the highlights. But I really want to play Rangers again. I kind of want to show the game in full. But listen, plenty of games to catch up on in the Champions League. I think we'll be fine. Listen, I think we overachieved a bit last season, finishing in the top 8. 6th to be exact, in the league phase. Like, what was that? Please explain how that was supposed to be an attack for us. A stupid long cross, which we were never going to control. And Monaco could be in again here. Here's Balogun. I don't know why Brooks was running away from him. Come on, Dorado, get stuck in. Or don't, just leave him get round you. This was from our attack as well. And it just goes right back to them. Oh no. I thought we were going to give away the free kick and I was actually going to be happy. Because free kicks, I find, are a bit easier to defend from this year. I was just about to say Teddy Smith is there celebrating with, I think it was Balogun who scored that goal. But no, that's just the name on the back of all the jerseys underneath the number. So yeah, I was going to say, who the fuck is Teddy Smith? Another stupid long cross. Like, Adamida, what do you want him to do there? Oh my god. And another one! Why do we keep getting the same highlight over and over again? One of them led to a bloody Monaco goal, and we've lost it again. Oh, and then now we've lost the game. Great. What is going on with us today? What the hell is going on? This is not acceptable. Right, so I got the hairdryer out. The lads have listened. They put in a great performance. Annoyingly though, lads, we scored one of the goals of the season in this game, and for some reason they haven't saved the highlight of it. Unless I go to instant replay, maybe. Actually, wait, there might be a way. Bear with me a second. Yep, never mind. They didn't save it. Absolute bastards. But anyway... Oh, they have. They have. Thankfully, it's reset and they have. Panic over. Panic over. So, this was the first goal, even though I've just noticed something here. But Adamida put us 1-0 up. Great start to the game. The rebel man himself. They've now skipped his second goal because they love skipping goals when you reset the highlights. That's really, really weird. But he did score the second goal as well, Adamida. It was a tap-in. Nothing that needs replaying on this. It was quite a, your standard goal. Unlike this one, Palma with a brilliant shot. I tell you what, the keeper probably will feel like he should have done a bit better with this. But look at the curve. absolutely fantastic, right into the corner of the net. That gave us a 3-0 lead. But then, Santos, take a bow, son. Take a bow. What a rocket. Ryan Christie scored a good few bangers last season. Santos has scored the banger this season. That was 4-0 before half-time. Absolutely controlling and dominating this game against Aberdeen away from home. I don't even think I mentioned the opposition until now, but we were playing Aberdeen. Of course, no clean sheet. They had to score a poxy goal like that. But then we did make it 5-1. Palma again. Absolutely brilliant finish here. Nobody getting anywhere near him. Weak foot as well. Smashes it past the keeper. And that was 5-1. Lads, this was my third attempt at trying to show you these highlights. But they kept taking goals out of the highlights. And they would remove one and they would put in another one, if that makes sense. It was really weird. But anyways, back to winning ways. Let's take that momentum into the next few games. Took a bit of a risk simming a game with the form we've been in this episode, but thankfully we do get a 2-1 win here against Motherwell. We did go 1-0 down, but Days and Maida and Kuhn give us a 2-1 win away from home. So thankfully things seem to be going back on track for us. So I've decided, lads, we're playing the full game. Celtic Rangers. I couldn't not play the full game after that first result in this episode. I feel like I've let the entire fan base down. I need to make up for it. And let's do it here at Celtic Park. A couple of tired legs. I've put Palma on the right because Kuhn was a bit tired. Furuhashi does start over Ida, even though I feel like I've been enjoying Ida a little bit more lately, but he was missing a bit of energy, so we've gone with Kyogo. But other than that, it is the full strength team. Actually, Ryan Christie's playing as well. I forgot about that. We've brought him in. I'm skipping this intro. I need to get into this. Here we go. It's 0-1 against Rangers at the moment. It was our first ever defeat to them in this save. And let's stop them from making it their first win here at Celtic Park in the series. Over to Palma now. Let's see how he does on the right. Oh, Maida, I can see him. That's not where I meant to go, and Furuhashi's offside. I thought for a second he might have just been played on. But no, didn't time the run well enough. And Rangers get the free kick. But I still think we can win the league comfortably this season. Listen, it happens sometimes. You know, the second place team might pull off a shock. The team leading the way might get a little bit complacent, and I only have myself to blame for that. I underestimated them, especially away from home. Oh, come on. There we go. Furuhashi. Back to normal now. Celtic take the lead against Rangers. Now, in fairness, we did take the lead as well at Ibrox, but I took my foot off the pedal and we paid the price for it. The fans break out into the huddle. I did incorrectly refer to it as the Poznan in past episodes. I do apologise. Thank you for anyone who has corrected me on that. I'll make sure not to make that mistake again. And I'll make sure to not make the mistake of losing to this lot again, because we have taken the lead. It's Kyogo Furuhashi. Who knows how much longer we'll have him in the starting 11 in this series. But 7 goals in 8 games, that obviously suggests that he has been flying, which it's not that he hasn't. I just kind of prefer putting Adam Ida in, if I'm going to be quite honest. I just think there's more to his game. And time is on his side as well. He's only 24. He's the same rating as Furuhashi. But as I say, wasn't fully fit for this game, as Brooks very nearly gave the ball away. I do have to laugh that sometimes people don't realise that Phil Brooks is a reference to CM Punk. And when I say a reference, it's literally his real name. But I will obviously refer to him as Punk from time to time. It is Punk on the back of his jersey, but he is down as Phil Brooks in the game. But yeah, it is kind of funny. Here's Furuhashi. Oh, that's going to be offside as well. Oh, I tell you what. He was possessed by the ghost of Paolo Di Canio there. Paolo Di Canio's not even dead, but anyways. I tell you what, lads, I won't lie. That first game threw me off, I have to say. I was not expecting to lose that game, and I feel like I've been off my game ever since. I think it rattled me, I have to say. But anyways, we can regain the mojo here. Although we've had a few good results before this game. And I just wanted to address as well. Actually, let me just try and defend this here first. Brooks, what are you doing? You've let him get through there like he's Mickey Gall. Bloody hell. But anyways, the Ireland part of this career mode, it has not been neglected. For some reason, get rid of it, there's no World Cup qualifiers. So we've only had friendly matches, and I don't want to just do friendly matches. So I've been simming a lot of them. Not really anything too exciting or noteworthy, to be honest. Unlike this from Furuhashi. Oh, I thought they were going to give a penalty there. I saw the advantage, but it would have been for offside. I thought for a second they were going to give us the spot kick, but it wasn't to be. But as soon as we get some competitive games for Ireland, there will be more episodes in that part of the career mode, part of the series, I should say, because we are managing Ireland as well. So I do know, since they've lost the license to the World Cup, that sometimes they don't play the qualifiers. Hold that thought for a second though. Hatate! Oh, I thought it was going to ricochet into the back of the net there for a sec. Butland makes a decent save. It comes back off Hatate and goes out for a goal kick. End-to-end stuff here at the moment. But Butland will take this. Interesting that he's taking that with his right foot. I could have swore Jack Butland was left-footed. Pretty sure he is left-footed, but he's using his right foot quite a lot today, which is interesting. Is Christie. I did renew the contract of Christie and a couple of other players as well, who were coming into their final year, just to ensure that we don't lose anybody on a free, apart from some of the crap youth players who I promoted just to sell. They need to fix that as well. You know what, I know we're very, very early into the life cycle of FC25, and honestly, lads, I mostly have positive things to say. Oh my god. Apart from the fact that they nearly equalised there, that would have been a big negative for me. But there are a couple of things I do think that could still improve the game. So I might do a video on that soon, about some things that I like, some things that I don't like so much, and some areas that I think they could introduce new features that would enhance the experience. But I think they've taken a step in the right direction, and that's a good thing. You know, I think there's a lot of things we've been crying out for years, and we finally got them. Here's Hatate. Oh my goodness me, too easy. It's a complete copy of the first goal that he scored, Kyogo. He heard my words and he took them personally. See, this is what I love. When I criticise my own players, they prove me wrong, and that's exactly what I like to see. The problem is when I criticise the opposition and make fun of them. That normally goes really badly, as you've seen today and as you've seen in previous series. I've referenced it a few times on here. I like to call it the Gerard Piqué effect. If you know, you know. But anyways, 2-0 up here against Rangers, and we're playing quite well. Rangers did have a few chances. I do think we have a Champions League game after this, so I'm going to make a couple of changes for the players who normally get a bit tired. So Scales is on for Carter Vickers, and Valle is on for Sessegnon, and I think everyone else is okay. So let's just get on with it. But as I said, they've taken a step in the right direction, which is a good thing. I will say though, the international management, that has not been updated since they introduced it in FIFA 13. I've never really done a proper international management, you know, side of career mode. This is the first time I've actually done it properly. The only reason, as I say, we haven't been playing the games and uploading episodes for it is because there hasn't been any competitive games. If we had a friendly against England or Northern Ireland, I might play it, but we did have one against the Netherlands that I considered, but I was like, it's not a competitive game, so I just didn't really, I don't know, I just didn't want to waste time playing it, to be honest. It would have been a good test, I suppose, for the team, but we did sim it. I'm pretty sure we lost. I can't even remember, but that I do wish that you could just do an international career mode from the beginning, instead of having to wait for the right offer to come along. Because that was the one thing I did worry about. What if we didn't get the Ireland job offer after saying it at the very beginning that we were going to do Celtic and Ireland? But anyways, thankfully that didn't happen. Kyogo Furuhashi, oh, I was just going to say, scores a third goal that was very similar to the previous two, but it goes out for a corner. No, it doesn't. It goes out for a goal kick. Half an hour to go though. And Butland again with his right foot. I'm convinced he's left-footed. I honestly, I could have swore that man is left-footed. Oh, bollocks, Valet. You don't have any strong foot, it seems. Oh, God. That's onside as well. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. I'm so sick of how bad I am at defending. I can't even blame the game, because I was bad at defending last year. I was bad at defending in FIFA 23. FIFA 22 was a bit hit and miss. I actually didn't mean to skip that. I kind of wanted to see it again to see how close it was to being offside. But they've pulled one back. And it's 2-1. And it makes things a bit interesting. But Rangers are sending a bit of a message here that it's not going to be as straightforward running away with the title this time around. And listen, I'll give credit where it's due. They're making it a bit more interesting. Maida, go on, lad. Yes, get in. 3-1. Calms a few nerves. Maida with a brilliant finish. The huddle has broken out once again here at Celtic Park. And I can breathe a sigh of relief. And you know what? I need to make the subs now. I can't wait till we're at the kickoff stage. Palma is quite, fresh. So I might throw him up front because I'm going to give Kuhn the night off. And let's bring on Yang. Take off Furuhashi. Actually, how does he do up front? How does Maida do up front? Yeah, Maida's going up front. Yang can go out wide. Palma on the left. Who else? Brooks. I'm going to keep him on for now. It's Tate, maybe I could take off. No, I'm actually going to leave it for now. We'll wait till there's a bit less time left in the game and see how things are then. But 3-1 here against Rangers. Hopefully that has sealed the 3 points. Because I do want to play a full Champions League game on here as well. Oh, bollocks. Okay, they've played it back. Panic over. Oh, maybe not. Oh, he's done Brooks there. He's done him. But Scales gets stuck in. Scales is a very, very solid player, I do have to say. He may not... Oh, fucking hell, Brooks! At the time of recording, he's 24 hours away from facing a Rangers fan at Bad Blood. But I feel like there was blood in his eye or something there because he did not seem to know where he was aiming that. But we get it back. I'm after completely forgetting what I was saying before that, but maybe it'll come back to me in a sec. Here's Yang. Let's get a fourth. Let's put it beyond any doubt. Oh, and it's Maida. You love to see it. Right. Again, let's see what changes we can make. I'm going to take off Dorado. He's a bit knackered. Brooks I'll take off as well. We don't have another centre-back on the bench. Johnston can probably do a job there. Yes, he can. And Marquis can come on at right back. 4-1. That's surely game, set and match. I just want to get into the Champions League now. We'll have a quick look at the standings in both the Scottish League and in the Champions League before the game as well, just to kind of get an idea of where we're at. But we do get revenge here against Rangers. Listen, it was just a bump on the road, that game at Ibrox. We were just trying to make things more interesting, for the fans. And that's going to be a mile offside. Yeah, but it was a decent finish. But he was never going to be onside. Never onside, unfortunately. But Maida up front is something that I could also give a go at some stage. And this is what screwed me at Ibrox. They only add on 1 minute at the end of every half. It's really annoying, or at least at the end of the second half, I should say. No matter how many stoppages there's been, right into the arms of Pullison there. And we do get a 4-1 win here against Rangers. That makes me feel a lot better. I feel like I can calm down a bit now, because I won't lie, that result at Ibrox did make me... I've never felt so ashamed of letting a fan base down. Honest to God. But we've made up for it here. Maida and Furuhashi running the show, as per usual. Now let's get on with the Champions League. So we are still 2 points clear of Rangers, just like we were at the start of the episode. 1 loss for us, 1 loss for them, and we've both beaten each other. Same amount of goals conceded, but we are absolutely running away with it when it comes to goals scored. So look, it was a blip, lads. That's all it was. So go easy on me in the comments. I know it was a complete fuck up. I let the fan base down, but we've made up for it. Listen, sometimes you gotta fall to realise how to get up. That sounded a lot more empowering in my head. But anyways, at least we're back on top and we have beaten Rangers. Champions League though, not gotten off to the best start overall. I mean, we won our first game against Malmo, which was a bit closer than anticipated, which I feel like I've said a lot in this episode in terms of things being closer than I expected. But we did get the 3 points. Liverpool at Anfield, I think we gave it a good go. We were unlucky. We gave away a stupid penalty, which led to them getting an equaliser. Then I took the piss out of Chiesa's height, even though I'm only 5'6" myself, and he made me pay for that. And then Monaco, we played the highlights, and I've regretted it ever since. But it's Porto away up next, who just got a very interesting result against another team from the UK, which I would rather not talk about. So let's hope that we can get a better result against them, and let's play that game in full right now. I'm just not with it at all today. My head is all over the place. I was recording, or so I thought, the big long match intro there, building up the game, and then I realised that I actually never hit record. So yeah, we're only 57 seconds in. You haven't missed anything, so yeah, sorry about that. But no major changes. Scales does come in for Cameron Carter-Vickers just because he was a little bit tired, but we can bring him on at some stage if we need to. But it's a full strength team other than that. I know McGregor's at an 80 rating at the moment, but I do still want to play Santos, just because he has more of an upside to him. And here he is now on the ball. Has definitely scored the best goal of the episode so far. Although Palma's one against Aberdeen just before Santos's one was actually quite good as well. But here's Dorado. Hetzate, go on. Oh, we've scored some good goals. I thought, why not? But the keeper is able to catch that. But as I said, lads, I think last season in the Champions League we probably did a little bit better than I expected, and maybe I took that a bit too confidently that we were going to bring that into this season as well. We definitely have a tougher run of things this time round, in my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong, Leipzig, Atalanta, Dortmund, Villa as well. It was tough, but by the time we played Villa in the league phase, we were already through. Whereas this time, I think the caliber of opponent is a lot tougher. And the second last game, I should say, in the league phase, yeah, that's definitely going to be it's going to be a big one at Celtic Park. But I may need to change the formation to go a bit more defensive in that one. But Porto looking to cut us open here. Here's Pepe, Samu, Conceição. Oh, Samu's in. Oh, good save. Oh, but Johnston's not able to bloody stop that shot from going in. And it's 1-0 to Porto. Jesus Christ, that gave me a fright. Oh my goodness me, I thought that was a glitch for a second. That proper made me jump. Oh my god. The mascot is very happy, and so are the Porto fans. It's not been my day, lads. It just has not been my day at all. I have never felt so off the pace in an episode of the Celtic career mode so far. But listen, I think things have gone so well for us in this series that we were due a bad one, and I feel like this has been the bad one. But hey, listen, there's still some positives to take. Furahashi's going to be offside. Oh, I didn't think he was for a second. I thought he was going to give it for a second. I thought the linesman hadn't raised the flag, but he has, unfortunately, and we don't get a quick equaliser. You had to just ruin the fun, lad, didn't you? I'll do a Jill Scott on it. Just give him the goal. They're the underdogs. Just give him the goal. She really annoyed me when she said that. It was in reference to Coventry scoring in the last minute against United, which, don't get me wrong, it was very, very close to being onside, but he was off. So you can't give him the goal for being offside. Oh, bloody hell, please tell me he's offside. He's not, but we've dealt with it. Over to Sessegnon. Oh, that was a terrible pass, but thankfully Dorado is able to get there. Santos now, come on. trying to open up a bit of space to get the shot, but I'm unable to find it. But I tell you what, we've opened up space for Furuhashi. But it was closed down very quickly. Good tackle by Scales. I wish Scales was just that little bit younger. 27 years old. His growth is not going to get much better at this stage, but I'm still happy to keep him in the squad. Oh, that's a good ball though. And he's not done well there. He's not done well at all there. I've jinxed myself, lads. I said there was going to be such a big focus on the Champions League this season. But at the moment, it feels like that it could be over before it even begins. Maybe we did need to play in the Europa League this season. And obviously in this new format, there's no more dropping down to the Europa League if you get knocked out in the league phase. When you're out, you're out. Which, you know what, that's probably my... Oh, fucking hell. I was going to say it's probably my main criticism. Oh my god. I thought that was the scariest thing I was going to see in this episode. But apparently, my terrible passing ability is going to trump that. 3-0 down. It's Dortmund all over again. I can only apologise, lads. I can only apologise. Oh my god, what? Honestly, this looks like self-sabotage at the moment, but I promise you it's not. This is going to be 4-0. What a save by Pullison. What is going on? I can't work out what is going wrong. I just can't. We're just really shit. All of a sudden. Has the ego gotten to us? Have we just thought that we're better than we actually are? That's a stupid ball. What am I even trying there? We lost the first game in the Champions League in this episode 3-0, and we're going to be 3-0 down at half-time here in the second one. Well. Fuck. What else can be said? Nothing. So let's just get into the second half. Oh my days. Oh, my passing is so bad, lads. It's the worst it's ever been. I didn't even mean to do that there. What the hell? I didn't mean to press that. I was going to try and keep running with Hatate, but Santos then loses it. McGregor could be coming on in a second, and I actually have thought about starting him. It's Pepe. It's a good save. Please get their Scales. Well done. Oh, but then we give it right back to them, but then we get it right back, and it goes back to them again. It's a game of bloody table tennis at the moment. Hatate. Over to Maeda. Furuhashi, go on, lads. Terrible header. Terrible header. I'm making some changes, lads. I need to make some changes. Ida's coming on for Furuhashi. Santos, he's had a shocker. Let's bring on McGregor. Scales is getting a bit knackered, but you know what? No, I will take him off. I will take him off. Carter Vickers is going to come on as well. The next time the ball goes out of play, which hopefully won't be them putting the ball in the back of the net. The last time Porto played a European game, in real life, it ended 3-3 against a team from the UK. Good tackle. You know, maybe we can bring it back for 3-3. No, honestly, at this stage, I'd just be happy to get a consolation goal. Because the goal difference at the moment, I reckon, is going to look absolutely shocking. Furuhashi, fucking hell, lad, you were born offside. He's had a shocker in this game. I've nearly knocked over my table. I'll tell you what, lads, I need a pint after this. Half an hour to go. Honestly, if I could jump to a result now knowing it would finish 3-0, I'd nearly take it, but it would probably get a lot worse if I did that. And speaking of getting worse, Brooks has been done there again. I tell you what, lad, you've been punked there. And that should have been 4. That should have been 4. Come on. Oh, it's not a good ball out. I'm nervous, lads, about how this Champions League campaign is going to go. I really am. But in a way, if we are to get crash out early, maybe it's a good thing then that the title race is a bit closer, because I didn't expect this season to be anywhere near as I was going to say anywhere near as close as last year. We ran away with the title last year. Maybe we did it a year too early. Oh, fuck off. 4-0. It's going from bad to worse. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. And remember, I did say in the last episode, if we do not get to the quarter-final of the Champions League, which is one step further than we got last season, we have to sell our best 2 players. The only exception to the rule is Phil Brooks. He's here for life. He's signed a lifetime contract, alright? Oh my god. Please forgive me, lads. Please forgive me. I feel like Eric Ten Hag at the moment. The pressure is just mounting and mounting. Oh, fucking piss off. No, no, no. No, fuck off! I'm not watching that again. I'm not watching that again. Pepe makes it 5. Oh, lads, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I will not be showing my face around Glasgow anytime soon, I'll tell you that much. I can see the turl out signs already. Bring Rodgers back, they say. Bring Lennon back. Bring Jock Stein back. I promise I will turn this around. Not this game, but this form. Oh, what a sickener. Oh my god, don't make it 6. Good save. Let's make the last few changes. Honestly, Sessegnon. No, let's not bring on Yang. Let's bring on Marquis. Christie in the midfield. I think that's all the changes. Yeah, it is. It literally says it there in the bottom right-hand corner. I'm blind. But at least they take off Pepe. He's absolutely ruined my life today. Now we just need to stop them from scoring 6. Oh, a sad state of affairs. Art imitating life. Celtic getting completely dismantled here in Europe. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. There was already one hairdryer given after that Rangers game. There's going to be another one given after this one. Can we at least pull one back for a bit of pride? McGregor. No, and Ida. What? How do you not score that? It was on a plate for you. And he couldn't finish it. That sums up the day. They're going to get another one. I can feel another one coming here. And look, again, 1 added minute. But you know what? It's 1 more than I would have liked. Get rid of it. Just get rid of it. And lads, that will do it for this episode. An absolute stinker. I've been off my game today. That's been quite clear. The pressure has gotten to me. The mind games have taken over. And we finished this episode on probably the worst note imaginable. There will be another episode tomorrow where we'll need to get our shit together. The league title race looks like it's going to be closer than anticipated. The Champions League looks like it's going to be a hell of a lot more of a challenge to qualify from in the league phase in comparison to last season. So we have a hell of a mountain to climb. But listen, if you did enjoy the video, please consider giving it a like. Please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you all for tuning in. And I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully for a much better run of results than we got today.